everyone, welcome to Sade's YouTube channel. Yes, it's actually pronounced Sade, not She. You've already seen these aerial vehicles soaring gracefully in the towering skies. But you still have no idea on how to make a fully functioning airplane. This is the video many of you have requested. A beginner guide on how to make simple flying airplane on Besiege. Let's build a plane. First thing we want to make sure is you can build a properly working engine. We will use rotor made by stack wheels. Place 4 or more wheels on the starting block. There's a catch though. Don't stack too many wheels. Due to a glitch in Unity 5, the propellers will be stretched if they spin too fast. If for some reason your plane really needs to go that fast, you can build another engine, so it becomes a double engine plane. After you place the stack of wheels at one block, then add a propeller on each of the sides. You can use normal or small propellers. They generate lift all the same. Erase the last block, then replace it with a wheel on the same location. You can bypass the intersection warning by quickly move your cursor and click it before the block becomes red. It can take many tries if your PC is too powerful and has a constant 60 FPS. Test it in 0G to make sure it goes forward properly. If you decided to build a single rotor plane, you must understand how torque works. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is Newton's third law of motion. You can see that when your single rotor is spinning, your entire aircraft will also roll in the opposite direction. This can be negated easily with a CRP, also known as coaxial contra-rotating propellers. Just another propeller in the same axis, rotating in opposite directions. Don't forget to brace them for structural integrity. There you go. The torque will already be negated if you build a double rotor plane. Just remember, make sure each propeller is rotating in opposite direction to its counterpart. Like these birds, airplanes need wings in order to fly. So you ask, how do aerodynamics in Besiege work? The simulated aerodynamics in Besiege works pretty much like a dumbed-down real-world physics. The aerodynamic force on a powered airplane is commonly represented by 3 factors: thrust, lift, and drag. The force created by the engine is called thrust. When a plane gains speed from the thrust, the wings generate lift, which makes the plane fly. So, we just need to add wings to our engine. No, not these wings. Never ever use the wing blocks. These are scams and will never make your planes fly. Use its humble brother instead. Even though wing panel's airfoil is symmetrical, that means they don't generate lift normally. The aerodynamics works remarkably well and have many attachment points. You can also use aerodynamic propellers to build wings too. They have cambered airfoils which generate lift and have nice woody looks, and goes well with wooden blocks and wooden panels. Add them and just build whatever shape you want. We can ignore everything and make sure the look of the aircraft wing is good first. In this guide, we will try to build a glide wing. You may want to build a fuselage around the engine. You can use any blocks you prefer, but remember, each blocks add weight to the plane. If your plane is too heavy, you will need faster engine to provide greater lift. But the engine which is spinning too fast can lead to another problem, and we do not want that. So, let's block strategically, delete unnecessary blocks, then use brace to connect them. Utilize the wooden pole if you want to use propellers to create larger wingspan. Make sure our propellers on one side is properly flipped using the F button on the keyboard. Also, don't forget to brace them for structural integrity. In case you've never seen an airplane, the tail section of a plane consists of vertical and horizontal stabilizers. Horizontal stabilizers are usually placed on the far and back. They help the plane stay level and prevent unwanted pitching. A horizontally unstable aircraft will have a wobbly up-down motion or uncontrollable pitch when flying. In real life, they normally don't generate lift, but in Besiege, lift-generating stabilizers stabilize better. There are also vertical stabilizers, which are usually placed on the back. It helps to make sure the plane doesn't sway left or right uncontrollably. Similar to the horizontal stabilizer, a vertically unstable aircraft will have a wobbly left-right motion and usually can't fly straight. First, make sure your plane can fly straight and steady. Move the machine above the ground, start a simulation in normal gravity, and start the engine. The plane will lose altitude hold with moment, but as soon as it reaches enough speed, it will start to ascend. If your plane is suddenly nosediving or rapidly climbing, that means it isn't stable enough. You see, in Besiege, there is a feature called Show COM. The COM, or center of mass, is typically slightly behind the main wing. What lacking in Besiege is the COL, or center of lift. We can only guess where the COL is when you test your plane. For example, when your plane nose is rapidly pitching up, it means the wings on the front generate too much lift and in turn, it rotates the entire plane. Add more lift using propellers on the tail, so it counters the front lift. Same goes when your plane is suddenly nosediving. Reduce the lift on the back. There you go. Thanks for your attention on the first part of the video guide. We will continue in the next part.